Hi, welcome to my channel. I'm Katie, otherwise called the Marginalia Writer, and I was trying to think of some initial videos for 2026. Obviously, if you look at my channel, I'm not a seasoned YouTuber. And so I was trying to think of, what I would be interested in, what you might be interested in. And at first I thought, well, maybe I'll go through my entire physical TBR. I started to pull things off my shelves today, and I was like, I don't have the energy or the time for this. So I was like, okay, quick pivot. What else, what else could I do that's similar, like maybe in the same, you know, space, but different enough to where, you know, maybe it still doesn't take as long, but anyways. So here we are. What I've decided to do instead of us looking at my entire TBR physical copy, which is I'm a physical reader, so it's a lot. I was like, what if we just do my special editions, not ones that I have, because I feel like right now everything is like special edition. It has sprayed edges, things like that. These are ones specifically that I've gotten from book subscription boxes, and I am on 3 book subs. That's it. I the one I've had the longest is Moonlight Book Box. Then the next one that I'm on is Roses and Thorns, which is by Midnight Whispers. And then I also was able to get sub to the new Midnight Whispers one, which I don't think I've gotten that yet. I could be wrong, but I don't think I've gotten that one yet. So anyways, I was like, well, let's go ahead and start and see. And I haven't purchased books from like Midnight Whispers that are just like their special editions. I've only gotten the ones that are in their sub boxes. I will say for Moonlight though, I have. So we have quite a few to go through. And yeah, I'm looking at these and I'm like, did I prioritize reading any of these for 2026? And I don't think I did. I think I prioritized reading a bunch of series that I just have that are like normal series. So maybe they'll come up later down the road. But the first one that I have, it's Bitten and Bound by Amy Penza. This is I'll try to do all of all of the Moonlight ones first. So this is Bitten and Bound by Amy Penza. I need to look at them before I show you because sometimes the artwork is a little risque. I would read a synopsis for you, but I don't know what it's about. It came in their sub box. I will read the quote on the back, and it says, "There is power in blood." So going to assume some sort of like vampire or blood magic, probably vampire though, type book. So they do also have, there might be a why choose or something going on here. So I love Moonlight because they do full sprayed edges. And then they have obviously like this design, which is a little more detailed. It's a hardcover, so there's no like secondary cover. And then they do the artwork, and sometimes they do overlays too. I'm not sure if this one has any. That typically is where things get a little more risque. It does have one. I just saw it. But I also never know if they're spoilers, so we won't show those. But anyways, this is number 1, Bitten and Bound. I don't know why I said number 1 because I'm not going to remember. Next one is A Thorn in Every Heart by Kate King. I don't know if this is a series or not. This is one of the newer ones, so I need to look into it. Gorgeous. So I will have to look into that because typically I can't show the back one or I will get in trouble by YouTube. I'll need to see if this is a series or not. I do try to prioritize the ones where they're either standalones or it's like a duology and it's all in one. Versus like reading one and that's part of a series that they might not have on their docket to like finish for the year. So I need to check this one to see if it's a series or not. I don't think it is. Normally they put a number on here like 1, and I don't see that. So I feel like this is a standalone. But there's that one. Song of the Darkwood by Sheila Masterson. So this one says, when she was 5 years old, Rowan Cleary whispered her name to the Darkwood, and the Darkwood whispered back. Ooh, see, like that's how I get hooked on these. Like, this is the inside spread. Then you have like the full cover. So I will say, as someone who has read, I have read as many as I have actually made a good dent on them for this year. But definitely use a book like sleeve or something for this, because the foiling will rub off, even if your hands are nice and clean. This is one of the newer sub ones, and I absolutely love this design. So it's the SM Gaither book, What Blooms from Death. And this one says, some things bloom brighter in the dark. So, but just like, look at that. I mean, oh my gosh. Like, it is gorgeous. So anyways, so this is why when I first started reading, and I got like into these, this was the one sub that I really wanted, simply because I like that it's just the hardback. So this one is a series. So as I said, they normally put like a 1, something like that on there. So this one is obviously part of a series. So we're going to set that over there. The Darkwood, Song of the Darkwood, it doesn't look like it's a series. So then we have White Horse, Black Nights by Evie Marceau. This says, I would cross the gods' 10 realms on hands and knees for you. Oh, see, like reading these gets me so excited. Moonlight, that one's a little risque. I can't show that. So is that one. This one is just going to be a spicy book, apparently. As I said, Moonlight, just like, I don't know. They have introduced me to a lot of authors and books that I like miss. So that's why I love this sub. This one is a series. You can see the 1. So we'll set that on the series 1. Okay, so then we have Embers in the Snow by Anna Carvin. Carvin? Yeah, Anna Carvin. Get close there. This one says, even when the world around you looks so ugly, you burn so brightly. This is a good winter read. I should read this in the winter, I think. Okay, I can show you this one. This is giving, he's giving the Witcher vibes. Not gonna lie. Okay. Anyways, there's that one. Then we have Beyond These Gilded Walls. This one is by Jessica S. Taylor. And sometimes they have quotes on them. Sometimes it doesn't. I think it depends on which artist designs like the cover. That's the back. There's a kitty or a wolf. I don't know. We'll find out. Okay. Then we have, I'm most excited for this series. I need to go back and look and see if they have like committed to doing all of them, which is why I haven't read it yet, because I know that the author is churning books out really quickly. And I'm like, oh, I think I just want to wait. So this is The Road of Bones by Demi Winters. So that's that. And then this is the back. And then some of the inside cover artwork, as well as the back cover art. That's really pretty. I feel like I'm just always so impressed when artists make things like glow and luminescent and it looks like they're like glowing. I love that so much. This is the side, top, and bottom. So this one did have the same design across them all. Moonlight also has a very good, like, if there's a mistake on a book, they have a really good policy for like fixing issues and whatnot. This one I have not read because I know that they're continuing the series. I believe I actually already ordered the next ones. This is Rise of the Cinder Fae by Whitney Dean. So this one says, what a foolish doe to craze, or sorry. This one says, what a foolish doe to create, I can't read. Apparently I can't read today. What a foolish doe to graze where lions play. So this is the Dark Hearts fairy tale retelling series. I haven't read any of these, and I'm kind of waiting because, as I said, I know that they're coming out with like the next ones. I think I actually already pre-ordered them. But that is I don't know which one this is about. Just looking at this art, I'm getting Cinderella, which makes sense because it also says Rise of the Cinder Fae. Let's just ignore that. Anyways, this I'm assuming is our Prince Charming. I'm assuming, don't know. Okay, so that one's also a series. I'm trying to keep them separated so I can see which ones are standalones and which ones are series, so I can like prioritize reading some. This one is Threaded by Tay Rose, and it says, no, this was not a matter of pride. This was a matter of taking back power from men who never deserved to wield it. So I'm getting strong female main character vibes with this one. Here's our the front artwork, and then this is the back artwork. I don't see a 1, so I think that one is the standalone. This one is Slaying the Shifter Prince by Claire Sager. And it says, I will be the curse you cannot shake, suffer. I will only leave you once. Our bones are dust, and the world has ceased to care who we were. So, this is the inside. And let me see if the back is appropriate. Yeah, it's okay. All right. And there's always like these hidden things that you can piece together based on the artwork. So, pretty sure that one is a standalone, but I'll need to check. So the next is a duology called Hellfire and Honey by Marielle Pomeroy. Woo! If I can hold them up for you. So there's this. This one is book 1. This is book 2. This one says, Death's flower doesn't belong in the outside world. It belongs in mine. And this one says, having a feeling, heart in a cruel world. Oh, let me reread that so I can do it correctly. Having a feeling heart in a cruel world is not a weakness. I love that. I'm definitely like, you can read all my emotions on, I carry my heart on my sleeve. Very beautiful, side by side. So really excited to read these. Sometimes the books like do form an image. Sometimes they don't. I think that's something that I've noticed like from their earlier books to now that I feel like they're starting to prioritize is like when they do multiple series in a book, either making them completely different or like bringing like one theme altogether. So that one is finished. So I'm going to set that on our standalone set. Well, we'll set it in the finished series stack. We'll create a new one. How about that? So the next one is, I'm going to mess up the name, but it's the Umbra King and Eternum. It has an A, and I'm like, is it silent? I don't know. I'm too lazy to look it up right now. This is by Jamie Applegate Hunter. They did a silver and then gold for this, which I love. I'm not a silver girl like I used to be. Now I love gold, but I love how they like did these contrasting finishes. Yeah, I love it. So, okay, so this one has a few things that it says on it. So for the Umbra King, it says, the morally gray don't want redemption. They want retribution. And the back says, I am the butcher, your grace, and I will not hesitate to string you up with a dagger in your heart. Like, what? those YouTube videos where they're always like one line and then I'll read it. That is what Moonlight does. They pull out the one line that would make me read it. Eternum says, for her, he will become the monster everyone believes him to be. And apparently this is called the Vincula Realm Book series. I just saw it on there. So it says, I am a man who dreams of you, even if you don't dream of me. And when you forget me and move on with your life, I will dream of you still. Yeah. Oh, yeah. We can't show these. Unfortunately, I can't show them. Like, they're intense. Woo! Okay. All right. So we got that one. That one is also finished, I believe. Then we have the Woes of Mirai series, which is starts with a warrior's fate. I do believe that they're finishing this one. It came in a book box in like one of their monthly subs. So it says, "Tell me, how can you be a warrior and a queen?" So it sounds like someone who maybe has multiple roles within their kingdom, maybe has to do a little picking and choosing, but this one looks good. Honestly, like, I love this one because it's blue and that's my favorite color. But that one is not finished as of yet. Like, I don't have the books. So then we have The Unmarked Witch by Miranda Lynn. They are finishing this series and it's a really cool concept for the next book. I don't really know like how to explain it or what it's called in the book world. But they're going to do the next two books in one, but it's like you read one and then you flip it and it's the next one. It's really cool though. So I do have that I'm ordered and I'm excited for that. But this one says, "You always have a choice in this world. You can be the hero or the villain, never both. Think hard about which path you want to walk." Okay. All right. This is another series that is not finished yet. This is Aaron Maynard, The Blood That Binds Us. They are also finishing this one, so we're waiting. I am a blood witch. No, a blood queen. And a queen bows for no one. Okay. Oh, that one's spicy. We can't show that. Oh, we can show this one. Yeah. Crazy, crazy. I have my favorite like artists that they use, and I'll get to a couple of those books here, but like honestly, every edition is stunning. So this is The Seldom Wings by Becca Westrup. Again, not finished yet. This is book one. And it does not have the series title on here, but it says, "I was the flint rather than the spark, free and sharp and flammable, as dark and unknowable as the night." This is, oh, this is so pretty. Okay, is this like, I'm like, is he wearing this mask? Is it like plague times illness? Is he a doctor? I don't know. I told you, I rarely know anything about these books and I love going into them blind. One of Moonlight Book Box's books that I went into completely blind is one of my favorite books of the year. So that's why I do that. Unfinished series, we'll put that one there. Okay. This one is A Hunt So Wild and Cruel by Rebecca Kenny. I believe this was their December box last year, because it's a Fae Christmas Carol retelling. So, and the back says, "It's time for your first lesson." So I don't know what's gonna happen in this. And I will say most of these are like fantasy, like romantasy. So they vary in the levels of spice though that they include. I'm pretty sure that's a standalone. Those are not Moonlight. This is Moonlight. Okay. So I have the entire of Dragons and Fae trilogy by Jasmine Walt, which includes Promised in Fire, Forged in Frost, and Caged in Shadow. And sometimes they do boxes as well. And even the boxes are gorgeous. Normally, if I get like a set of books. Hello?
Hey, what's up?
Nothing. I'm recording a video.
Okay. Well, I guess I'll call you back later then.
Okay.
All right, see you.
All right, bye. I don't know what he wanted. Anyways, so as I was saying, normally if I get like a normal series and it comes with like a slipcase, I like if it's nothing special, I just get rid of it. but I keep theirs. They're also like very sturdy. So yeah. So, and these books are by one of my favorite artists. Her name is Duckham. Um, I mean, what? like I don't believe she does the inside pages. She just does the covers, but like, oh my goodness. They are so good. Like every time I see her art, I am just like my breath is taken away. So there's those. And this is the complete trilogy. So this is one that I can prioritize to read in 2026. Okay. Next, I have read one of these. It's just sitting. Normally, I don't keep my TBR, like my unreads, on my shelves in my living room, which is where we're at right now. Normally, I put them back in my study. So this one I have read one, but because it's in the box, I just kept it in here. So this is the Legends of Thesmar series by Helen Scher. And with this one, I have read Of Blood and Steel. Absolutely loved it. And I cannot wait. Then we have Vows and Ruins, which so you can kind of see like the theme going across these. Fate and Furies. And then Shadow and Storm. So really excited to finish these out next year as well. I read A Blood and Steel, and then it took a while to get the rest of the set, so that's why I didn't read it right away. But I do plan on reading this. So again, completed series. Then we have two of their earlier book boxes and special editions. This is Forbidden 1 and 2, and then you have Cherished. These are all by Amelia Emerson, and they did an excellent job of like tying these two together. Even though they were all released and came out at different times. So again, this is finished. Really excited to read these. Their newest sub box is Everlong by R. Rada. And again, just like this is Duckham. Like gorgeous edition using amazing colors. And she also did the box. I can't. It's so good. It makes me want to read this right now. But yeah, not sure if this is a series. I kind of don't think it is just looking at it. So maybe we'll prioritize reading that soon. Okay. The next series that I have from them, which is not in a box, is it's the Flame King. I don't know the series name, but it's the one with like the Flame King's Captive, the Flame King's Queen, and then the Flame King's Bride. These are all by Chloe Chastain. And they all look fairly similar in terms of design. Those are the edges. So yeah, really excited to read that one this year. Okay, so the next one that I have is the Stacia Stark Kingdom of Lies series, which is stunning. This one is not by Duckham, but I still love it. I will show you. Let me make sure I get them in the correct order here really quick. So this is a really good example of, so there was a typo on one of these, and Moonlight actually sent out a brand new box to everyone that ordered that, or a brand new book to everyone that ordered this with the correction free of charge. So like, that's where I'm like, they have a pretty good policy on things like that. So this is an example where they started kind of prioritizing having this image line up and make sense as well. But I'll just give you a sneak peek. And if you guys want to see more details on each of these, check out their Instagram. Like, their Instagram's really good. And they have very talented reps. I am not one of them. And I'm like, how do you even think of taking these amazing flat lays? They impress me every time. So that was book 1. This one is book 2. That's the inside. And the back cover. Then we have, oh, sorry, that one was book 3. Sorry, this is book 2. So there's that. Get some romantic scenes here, as well as these like gorgeous underwater landscapes. Just amazing and absolutely beautiful. And then this one is book 4. So really excited to read this in the coming year as well. So yeah, there's that one. And then we have 4 more that are part of Moonlight. The stack is getting really big. I'm worried it's going to topple. So I will not be reading these this year. Well, most likely not, because they are not done yet. But they have committed with Elizabeth Helen, you might know, to finish the series, which I'm super excited about. It is the Beasts of the Briar series, and these editions are phenomenal. This is Duckham. This one on the back, it says, one must be fearless to love and to let oneself be loved. Love in itself is a leap of faith. So, I mean, this is book 1. Obviously, we have book 2, and I don't want to like show you the inside because it is such like I don't want to give anything away. Because I believe she is still even writing these. I don't even know if it's fully finished. I'll need to check on that. But I have seen a few different versions of this series in like special editions. And I just like, you cannot compete with these. Like that is, that is my opinion. I know it's my personal opinion, but yeah. So this one, it on the back side, because it's like, I'll show you the back side because it's really pretty as well. I cannot keep away from you any more than the tides can resist the pull of the moon. Like, look at, just, they're so pretty. I love them. Okay, so next I have just 2 more, I promise, and they're duologies. These are the ones from Roses and Thorns, which I believe is more so contemporary, and then Midnight Whispers sub-box will be more like romantasy fantasy. So more romantasy and like maybe paranormal stuff like that. So this is Luna Mare. This is the first book that was in their box, and it says, she was my nemesis and savior, my dream and tormentor. So that one is finished because they try to do duologies. These are by Pepper Winters. This one is Cora Mere, and it says, by moonlight I am yours, by sea you are mine forever. And these do have, they're not as designed obviously as like the Moonlight ones, but they are good. And for the price that you're getting for the sub box for 2 books, it makes it worth it. So, and then we have their next one, which was Triple Threat and Death Wish by Kay Webster, which those are the backs. So, and then the insides, I'll show you. They're the same in both the front and the back. So this one actually does give a little more insight into kind of the back of the book. You can see what they're writing there. I won't read all of that, but yeah, those are all my special editions for my book subs. Which one's your favorite? Let me know. And if you decide to stay to the end, put a castle in the comments. If there are any, I'm not saying that I'll add any more like book subs to you know, my monthly or quarterly, you know, bills. But if there's any that you also love that are maybe lesser known, like let me know. I'm definitely interested in checking more out. And yeah, but let me know your favorite one that I showed today. And if there are any that I maybe missed that you want more information on, just let me know. So, all right, bye.